What's up everyone, it's Evolution Pixel here and we're back with another video in Marvel's Spider-Man 2 capturing a fight between Venom and Miles Morales. So during this video I'm just going to show you how I captured this specific image and go through the process of me using the lighting and the focal view and seeing how we can basically get this image to the perfect point that I wanted it for. So stay tuned and we'll show you how this was made. So to start off onto the specific pose, it's going to show like a really dynamic fight between them, so you can see him going in and out of the photo mode until I find that specific right shot, which I think that was the one that I was looking for, because I played through this mission a couple of times and it's come to a point where I'm trying to find the right type of angle and also the right type of move, and the lighting needs to be correct as well. So I think with this one I did find it pretty accurate to what I was looking for. So I would just start by going through normally the tilt and everything, but from this I went for the aperture and tried to make sure that the focal distance wasn't blurring out the background too much, and the characters as well. So I'll completely normally raise the aperture to about 25 and then reduce the focal distance to 3 and then bring the aperture back down, so then the background just looks like it is in the right type of frame that I needed it for. And then I started messing around with the focal distance where the depth of field that's in front of you, because I didn't want Venom's hand to be so prominent in front of you. You want it to be slightly blurred, just so it's enough to keep you engaged and know that it is actually there. And then from there I just started to mess around with the lighting. So the first lighting that I wanted to do was the blue lighting, which will be underneath Miles's ribs and also portraying onto Venom's chest. So I would basically get the blue light, reduce the intensity a little bit so it's not a harsh blue light, and then bring it down so it's like it's coming from Miles effectively. So it doesn't look like there's a light that's sitting there on the left, it's coming from Miles's electrical blast. And then the next one I would try and use where I wanted to highlight more of Venom's underside by his ribs and also by the top of his head as well. You'll see I'll change the angle of the camera or the lighting in just a second. So because obviously in the background there's fire and all different types of explosions going on, so around the building there's going to be more explosions going on, so it needs to make that immersion kind of on point. So I'll change the lighting just a little bit so it's not as harsh, and I'll reduce the intensity so it's more of a white type of burn light. But I wanted that light to also focus on Miles because he will also be affected by the light of any type of fire that's around the specific area. And then from there I wanted to get another light which will go behind Miles where it's reflecting any lights that are around that specific area as well, where it'll highlight more detail on his suit and it'll also reflect on Venom's skin or goo, whatever you want to call it. God knows what type of texture that is, but it's slimy. So I wanted to make sure that it's covering all bases and it's highlighting all the areas that I wanted to highlight, because this type of shot does have a lot of colours involved, so we didn't want to drown out specific colours. I didn't want a bright white light where it just completely drowns everything out. So I think when you use a specific textured light it would highlight more emphasis on the suit. And then I wasn't particularly happy with the frame of where it was, so now the next couple of seconds is just me messing around with the angles and trying to find the best one that suits the image. So this is something that you can do throughout any photo modes. If you're not happy with the angle, if you've got the picture, you've got the lighting right, you've got everything perfect that you want to do, it's always best if you wanted to just maneuver around and try and find the best angle for you in regards to this image. So I found going closer and getting more of the image captured to look more effective. Obviously after that you would need to start messing around with the aperture again and the focal distance so everything's in view and nothing's blurred out. So you can see that I'm trying to find the right angle that fits what I'm trying to look for. And then I found this specific angle where I thought, yeah, I'm happy with that. So then I'll go back into the depth of field and the aperture and try to start messing around with that, because the right hand side of Venom, I wanted to make sure that his hands are just the right amount blurred because it's closer to the camera than Miles is. So this section would just be me messing around with this little area until I'm happy with how it looks. And then obviously the intensity for the blades around the edges and the film grain, get that out. I say this every video, I just don't like it. It's just something that I just don't like. It just makes the image look different. Normally I would cycle through all the filters to see which one's best, but as soon as I went to vintage it just caught my eye, and I thought this was the perfect one that I wanted to go for. So once I caught that area and I caught that that filter on it, I thought, yeah, I've got it right here. So yeah. So this is how I got that caption in Marvel Spider-Man 2, and if you did like this type of video, please leave a comment below and let me know what type of image that you want to see created next, and whatever other game you want to see next as well. So please let me know in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next video.